First off, this is one of the films that are really memorable for me. This is an awesome film, and it's done really great. I really enjoyed that the long shot was there, like just one whole shot, and I'm a fan of shots like that. I like when the movement keeps going. And I think that these guys really nailed it and knocked it out the park. So right away, I'm a fan of their work. Another thing, Scott mentioned that he liked it how he played like a silent film, and I agree with him, okay? That's kind of like, how do you say, it's like visual storytelling. And Nilo said the same thing too, and I gotta agree with them. Like, we're using visual storytelling. At that point, it doesn't matter what language that film was originally shot in, because we can understand it through our eyes, through the story that they tell with their visuals. The fact that he's laying in the bed like a cocoon, I thought it was the same thing, you know, like it was like he's coming out of a cocoon like a bug. I looked at it like he was basically, this is a human being that's been in isolation for God knows how long, and he's basically an animal all over again. He's not a human anymore. He's not interacting with other humans. He's basically like an animal, and he's just trying to figure his way out of the room. So when he came over to the dinner table and the first thing he does, his eyes turns black and he just looks at the phone, that's his only source of entertainment. And I think everyone can kind of relate to it, because during COVID, we've all had some kind of isolation and some kind of quarantine. And it's ridiculous to think that so many films have been shot to the point that you get annoyed. Like, I got annoyed the first time I saw a film about COVID, and I thought it was really stupid. But then I saw this film and it would completely change what I felt about the topic at all. The filmmakers really know how to tell a story with this one. It was very well shot. A lot of times people struggle when talking about present time and future and how to deal with that. Like, how do we show some things back in time? We show old clothing, we show old cars, we show something period piece. And they really established that with the clothes that the people were wearing. Something I really like that I always bag on people for doing wrong is when they do the fake wild bars up and bottom. And so this one was 16:9. You can see it was the whole 16:9. But right when it got to the past, they went 4:3, cutting off the left and right, which is really unique. And they did that to show that we're back in time. And back then, 4:3 was the common aspect ratio on cameras. And I thought that was beautifully done. Also, unsaturating to show that this was a memory. You know, the future or the present that we're in was very well colored in and very colorful. But then when we go back in time, everything was unsaturated. It was almost like they shot it in log and didn't even try the color. And if they did, I'm okay with that, honestly. Now going into the fourth wall break, something really unique how they did it is they just look at the camera and say like a few facts about themselves. And it caught me by surprise. I was like, oh, he's kind of talking to me, like they want me to know these things. And then going into a step further, when they go into the house and they take the picture, the family takes the picture of the boyfriend and girlfriend, the couple, and they stay still. And they keep talking about themselves towards the camera. Hello everyone, my name is Ferdinand Rivera, also known as Sarcasm the Savage, and I'm a local director based out of here in Orlando, Florida. But today, I am your warden, and I would like to introduce you guys to IFO III, Journey to the Judgment Zone. Now real quick, our main show will be premiering on January 30th, January 31st, and February 1st. Now that we got those dates out of the way, let's continue this journey to the Judgment Zone, because we have a lot of short films to talk about that have been submitted, well, by you guys, the filmmakers. So a big shout out and a big thank you to all of you guys, because without you, none of this would be possible. Now, without further ado, let's just jump into it, because we got a lot of short films to see, and I can't wait to see what short film is the best out of this film festival. Welcome back, guys. This is the Warden speaking, and this is the journey to the judgment zone. Now, as you might have already guessed it, the topic for today's segment is how do we judge the films, or pretty much how do we judge, what do we look for in these films that you submit to us. First thing that we look for is which short film has the best story. As filmmakers, we really love to get lost in a good story, followed by which film has the best visuals. So which one of you has the best visual storytelling? Which film has the best cinematography? Now, lastly, but definitely not least, is which film has the best emotional connection. Now, bear with me here. I know it sounds a little confusing, but as a good film, we want to be happy. We want the film to make us happy. Which film makes us laugh? Which film makes us scared? Which film brings a tear to our eyes? Now, over the last 2 years that IFO has been in business, we've seen the competition get a lot more fierce over the last 2 years. It's really cool to see, and what's very exciting to me is some of these filmmakers that have submitted to us since the beginning. And it's very cool to see how they've improved, how they gotten better, and that they really take the criticism that we give into account. And that's something that we like, and that's something that we want to keep doing. We like to push our filmmakers forward. Another thing is, these films and the submissions that come in have come from all around the world. So this year alone, we've seen films come from Colombia, we've seen films come from Canada, England, and Russia. To me, it's very cool that these films have come from all over the world, across borders, and definitely across different languages. Now, with that out of the way, let's move into the micro short film category. The competition is really getting a lot more exciting. It's really cool to see not only the amazing stories and the great visuals, but also the compelling posters that come along with them. These posters are like business cards. When you walk through the cinema, you get to pick which film you want because of all the posters on the wall. And for a film festival, when you see the posters, sometimes the filmmakers even put what festivals those films have been in the past, and you can even see what countries they come from. So for me, it's really cool. And just because of that alone, we're gonna have a surprise award going toward the best poster. And I'm gonna give it to the film Patch, directed by Ashwati Ken, all the way from Dubai. So congratulations to Ashwati and her crew, because you guys won the best poster of the competition. Now, moving on to the standard short film category. Did you just see that IFO Film Festival trailer? Amazing, right? That's something we look forward to when we're going to market or to promote to you guys, the filmmakers. We make trailers. And just like when you go to the movies to see your, well, favorite films and you see the trailers at the cinema, I like that these short films that are being submitted to us are now coming with trailers. Something, as a judge, I don't really get to see a lot, but I get to see more of now. And I think it's really cool considering this is such a short form of content that I get to see trailers so I can see a little sneak peek of what I'm about to watch. And just like that, I have another award to give out to you guys, the filmmakers, too, who has the best trailer. And that award goes to Molotov Bomb, directed by Alberto Pablo. So congratulations, Alberto Pablo, and everyone involved in the Molotov Bomb production. You guys deserve it.
Yo sabía que esto pasaría. Era inevitable. Lo que me duele es que no puedo hablar con mi amante porque no tengo celular. Y estoy en mi casa encerrado con mi casi ex esposa en cuarentena. ¿Y cómo se supone que lo voy a pagar, señorita?
Bueno, tengo un par de ideas.
Un par nomás, solo un par.
¿Quién es ella? ¿Con quién hablas?
Perdóname, te lo juro que no vuelvo a pasar, no vuelvo a hacer estas cosas, ¿sí?
Quiero el divorcio. El abogado ya comenzó el trámite.
Sí la amo, pero eso es un amor y esto es otro tipo de amor.
Y en mi psicótico silencio mientras hablas,
Dicen que los pecados se tapan con buenas acciones.
disimulada, todo el amor.
¿Y no que era la última vez?
Tú sabes que nunca es la última vez.
With that being said, it's time to move on to our long short film category. Welcome back to the journey of the Judgment Zone. Just a reminder, our final ceremony will be premiering on January 30th, January 31st, and February 1st, where we will nominate and award our filmmakers with the best story, the best visuals, and the best emotional connection. Please subscribe and don't forget to follow us on all of our socials, as well as visit our website, www.internationalfilmoperations.com, where you can stay up to date on the film competition. Just to let you know, the film festival is still on and we're still accepting submissions all the way until December 31st, 2022. So basically the last day of the year. Good luck to all the filmmakers that have submitted to IFO III and let the best filmmaker win the Judgment Zone. This is Ferdinand Rivera, your warden. See you on the final ceremony.